shoulders on. Do you mind if I stay by your side? Just looking at you all the time goes by. Do you mind if I stay by your side? Just looking at you all the time goes by.
Hi guys, ArchieLuxury channel, and today guys I'm doing some paid reviews, and quick wristwatch check. Rolex Daytona two-tone. Love my Rolex Daytona. Okay guys, let's talk. This is a review here that's coming from Tom. Hi Archie. I watched some of your videos about marriage and divorce, very sobering. I hope I didn't come across as too arrogant in my request for advice yesterday. The business I've been in for 25 years has kicked my butt many times. 3 years ago, my wife and I were just about ready to close up shop, declare bankruptcy, and go live in a mobile home on Social Security. Very painful, but we stuck it out. I worked on my management weaknesses that have held the company back, and we restructured the organization from top to bottom. We're part of a franchise network, and now 3 years later we're franchise of the year for our district and in the running for franchise of the year in the whole network. But it was very tough, again mostly because of my weaknesses as a manager. I've been learning about MGTOW and how poorly men are treated in divorce in the West. Shocking and terrifying. I married a gracious, hard-working South African girl 37 years ago. Learning about men in particular, learning about what men in particular are going through makes me appreciate my good luck in the wife department. And believe it or not, the sex in the last few years has been very, very good. So the feelings can come back. It's not inevitable that people decline until well into or beyond their 60s. Anyway, I've dealt with depression, anxiety attacks, etc. Uncomfortable. I've used antidepressants during a couple of tough times when my brain chemistry was all out of whack, and they really helped. But to get off the antidepressants, I had to change my value system, which was very materialistic. Now that I'm making money again, I'm enjoying the toys, but they don't define my whole self-worth like they used to. Another thing that's been very helpful was becoming a Christian. I've grown up to going to church, but renounced it when I was 18. Now I'm quite faithful and devout. We attend church pretty much every week, go to Bible study, and I read the Bible through every other year. It's been a big help. I call myself a Bible thumper. Not trying to proselytize, I just wanted to give encouragement and let you have more of my story. Regarding the subject of my last email, building a watch collection, I'm not sure how many will be the right number. I want to wear all the watches fairly regularly, so there will be a stopping point. No point having a bunch of watches that sit in the safe. At the end of the day, I'd like a couple of gold watches, a Torno or two, a world timer, perpetual calendar, military, etc. Some variety, with each watch making a statement that's distinct from the rest. And for the most part, they need to be automatics. The only kind of hand winder would be something with free or no complications. If I have to wind it and set it, I want the process to be quick and simple, or the watch will just simply sit there. Your friend, Tom. And Tom is part of the Paul Davis Network. Paul Davis, recover, reconstruct, restore. Thank you so much. Now, I got to tell you, thank you so much for your story there. It's life is a journey. Life is very much a journey, and I got to tell you, it's very important that along this journey here we have fun. We got to have some fun. We don't want to just be boring. We want to have some fun. Well done on life. That sounds really good there. I would recommend, okay, so you'd like a couple of gold watches, a Torno or two, a World Timer. My best advice to you would be, I gotta say this to you honestly, I think the best World Time, the Patek Philippe, the Grand Classique from Patek Philippe. Very, very easy to set. It has no date function, so it's very, you just basically always wind forward with Pateks or any automatic watches. You should never wind backwards. I think you can wind backwards if it's like, you know, 20 minutes or something, but you don't want to wind a couple hours back. You've got to wind forward. Always the case with high-end watches. I would say, fuck it, get a Patek Philippe World Time. That is absolutely stunning. Sounds like you'd like to get a yellow gold one. I completely agree with your choice. I would say so if you get a Patek Philippe World Time, that also is a gold watch, so that covers that. You would like a perpetual calendar. Very expensive. I'd probably say the best. You know, there's some fantastic perpetual calendars. Patek has them, but very, very, very dear, very expensive. I'd possibly say maybe have a look at some of the offering from IWC. IWC on the second-hand market. I wouldn't be buying IWC new. Be very careful buying IWC new. But on the used market, amazing bang per buck. They've got a fantastic line of perpetual calendars. There's the big, just a beautiful, they even tells you the year in full. Just amazing how IWC does that. That's probably, yeah, I reckon that's probably a great perpetual. I would say as far as military, I'd be saying, you know, look, I don't like fake military. I would get military, you know, military style. I think something like the Breguet Type 20. Magic piece. I would say maybe Submariner, no date. Submariner. That's fantastic. You get that ceramic or pre-ceramic. It does not matter in the least. But I tend to agree with you. A couple of watches. You've worked hard. That's what life is about. It's about, at the end of the day, we're only here for a short time. A few beautiful, amazing pieces. That's what you want to have. That's what you want to have. You want a few amazing pieces, and you want to enjoy the efforts of your labor. So I'd definitely say you got to put some Submariners, some Rolex. There's so many cool Rolexes there. I'd add some sort of a Milgauss or an Explorer 1 or an Air King as a no date, just very simple set and wear. I would also say, you know, you mentioned Torno watches. I mean, Torno watches. Torno is that sort of, you know, Torno shape. Ooh, Torno. Ooh, who makes a good Torno watch? I mean, Breguet does, but ooh, big money. Torno. Maybe have a look at Cartier. You know, they have some Torno, like the Roadster was a bit like that. Torno, I don't know that many brands like Torno. Normally they're circular, you know, like an oyster case. But I tell you what, that's a few little pointers there. I would say 4 or 5 watches is a great number. I'd make sure you got a couple of steel Rolex in there. I'd be adding a the Patek was the greatest world time. The fact you've mentioned a world timer, Patek Philippe is the greatest world timer. That is the best. That's simply the best. The Patek Philippe. Perpetual calendar. I'd possibly add a reverso triple date. That's now okay. Triple date means you've got to set it at the end of the. But that's easy to do. It's not a bummer. Lot cheaper than a perpetual calendar. As I mentioned, IWC has some fantastic offerings, and I just came back from Hong Kong, and the guys at IWC gave me this beautiful book, and they have some absolute stunners in the. It was the Portuguese line there. I'll just see if I can find one here. I'm just trying to. It's always Murphy's Law when I try and find something in the book. Guess what? Guess what? You can't find it because you can't find the bloody thing because it's you know how it is. Murphy's Law. Well, as soon as I stop filming, I'll find this bloody thing. You know, it's always the way it is there. It was a Portuguese, I'm pretty sure. It was a beautiful Portuguese. Here we go. Look at that. Those are some beautiful IWC products there. But there you go, guys. That's a bit of advice. Lovely guy. Lovely to hear from you, Tom. That's really cool, man. I would. This is the thing is it's the planning. Instead of just acquiring these watches, it's the thinking about what about this, what about that. That's where the real fun starts. So Patek Philippe WorldTime, IWC Perpetual Calendar. We'd add a few Rolex in there to give us something just we can wear when we feel like. I think that's a good start, Tom. Thank you so much for your cool email. I appreciate it. Paid review. Thank you, Tom. And guys, this is the ArchieLuxury channel. Paid reviews, $50 US for a paid review. Tell me, guys, if you and by the way, if you are a struggling student or something, I'll do it a bit cheaper. Okay? Anyone who's got problems, just tell me. I'll work with you, not against you. I'm ArchieLuxury. Remember, like, subscribe, tell your fuckhead friends, and don't forget to put some really nasty comments down below. We love the nasties. Tell me what you fuckers think of that.
signing it because it costs nothing. So this is the congratulations to everybody.
Take my eyes on me, my thoughts on me just grow and grow.